Hello, and thank you so very much for joining me tonight. I go by Loon Innate, and today what I'm creating for you, for the collective, is a video that's been requested so much lately. We're kind of basically, of course, right, I should say, if you'd like to use this as simply an ASMR video, simply a relaxation tool, by all means. I'm quite honored that it serves, if it serves. But for those of you who are open to the concepts of either energy work through proxy or even from a different perspective or a combined perspective of remembering that we're constantly in communication with our subconscious mind, you can send subliminal messages to your subconscious mind and empower yourself, program that massive intellect, that massive infrastructure that's just processing things for you all the time. We can look at it from both perspectives, essentially. The logic of subconscious communication, yet still the unseen, or the by proxy energy work, if you're open to that as well. So if you've never met me before, my name is Jillian, but I go by Luninate for kind of a creative approach. Also, you get to choose your own names at certain times, right? So that's one of my names, my many names that I have chosen. I love pen names. I love naming things in general. But this is truly what I do. I'm an esoteric healing arts teacher and practitioner. My baseline is Reiki. Reiki is the foundation of my work. It is the foundation of my practice. But on top of Reiki are all the other healing modalities, all the other experiences I've had, all the other tools and elements and philosophies and concepts that I've brought into my own life that I've truly benefited from, that I layer into my work. Okay, so sometimes I get some comments like, this isn't Reiki, and it's like, okay, gatekeeper, but it is, there is no definition. Reiki has evolved from Dr. Asui. It has gone through telephone down the 13 or 14 or beyond lineages that the teaching have Reiki as we know it has been passed on, and it has adapted, and it will continue to adapt because we are human and we are adapting, okay? Like they didn't have YouTube back then, right? So just to give you a little taste there or whatever. Sorry, I don't even know where I was going with that. But let's get into our video today. What I'm going to be doing for you is a complete auric field work, okay? So the auric field is an energetic, what we know as the auric field is an energetic perspective, is an energetic surrounding of your consciousness. So you have a sense in front of you and all around you, all directions, of how far you can perceive your consciousness. And that, we can say, is a nice way of playing with where is your aura right now. You can command your aura, you can pull it in. You can command your aura to expand. You can command your aura to take on color significance. You can command your aura to release, to cleanse, to clear, to protect, to exude, love perhaps, or compassion. It's a very adaptable field. It's not set in stone by any means. And, it's a field that we often forget about. We sense it so much. We're so aware of it, yet we still tend to forget about the upkeep, let's say, of the auric field. And as we navigate our day, as we have emotional reactions, as we are kind of projected upon through media or other sources outside ourselves, this information, this energetic debris that I call it, collects in the auric field. And is there a danger to it? Not exactly, but kind of. It can kind of start to seep in and create doubt, create wobble in your understanding of self and your understanding of your own desires, of what's right and, not as right for you as an individual. So it can cloud, essentially, and it can seep in, Okay, so what we're going to be doing is working strictly in the aura here to cleanse that energetic debris that I like to call it, to cleanse the projections that other people send to us, well-meaning or not. It's not necessarily some evil eye kind of thing, but it kind of is, because it's not truly yours, and anything that anyone holding you in deficit or in victimhood or in poor baby, like anyone holding you there is not helping you. So we're going to be releasing all that stuff. So please come back to this video as often as you like to refresh your auric field. All right, I'm not going to be talking a lot. I'm sorry that I did need to introduce. I know a lot of you love it, hate it, whatever, but I do need to explain myself in my videos, because again, this is truly my work, and for me to come in and just do this to you is not authentic to me. That's beautiful, and I'm not trying to cut that down, but I'm a teacher, and there's a practice of metaphysical healing that comes through voice, through word, through expression, and through, again, being able to chew on other concepts or think about things. And if something means something to you, if there's an association that resonates, the healing then that comes through, if you're open to the by proxy, or even if you're open to the subconscious work, is magnified tremendously. So that's why I take the time to explain things so often. Okay, so I hope you understand that, and let's just get into it. A little ASMR. Set an intention for this sacred work today. Alright, so on behalf of your and my and everyone else's highest and greatest good, in perfect comfort and alignment, it is our intention today to support, of course, balance, of course, peace, relaxation, ease. But specifically, we want to work with the aura. We want to cleanse, release, empower the auric field, remove any energetic attachments, any projections, any influence that does not serve, again, one's highest and greatest good. And through this, we tend to release doubt. We tend to release fear. We tend to release anger and jealousy and comparison and all kinds of things. It's just a great practice. So if you'd like to set your own intention for any specific route for this healing or this session to support you in, please just have a little look at this flame. Follow it with your eyes and set an intention for yourself to heal, to release, to empower, to align, to call in what you seek, what you desire. Right, we're going to begin with this chakra spray. So I'm just going to spray this down your back, down your side, the front, over your head, and below your feet. Setting intention to connect with your energetic field, your etheric field. And we're just going to start by combing through, over the head, down the face. Kind of following the lymphatic system is a nice way to do it. So up to the sides, down past the clavicle. Just sweeping. Walk around you a little bit here. I'm just focused on just reaching in and pulling out any trapped energy, any trapped projections. Allow yourself to release. Of course, always honor your free will. And only carry intentions of your highest and greatest good. Just down the body. Shoulders, this is where it gets stuck a lot. Down the spine. Down the legs. Feeling some specifically stagnation around the knee area, so I'm just focused there a little more. And of course, the knees can relate to flexibility, rigidity in the navigation of the environment. So we just want to bring some softness in here, some bendable, some flexibility to support navigating the inevitable shift in tide and reality. Okay. Have these pine sticks. And as we've gone into the aura, we've began to pull and release. We just want to make sure we go in and cut, sever anything that's deeply embedded. So I'm just going to be walking around you with this. Starting at the back. Back of the head. Down the neck, down the center of the shoulders. The spine specifically is speaking to me today, so I'm just going to follow the vertebrae. All the way to the tailbone. shoulder and arm. Just commanding out any trapped blockage, influence. All the way to the fingers. And on the shoulder. All the way to the fingers. Now down the neck. Down the center of the torso. Hips, the knees, the ankles, and the toes. We're going to take one of these pine sticks. Just move this through your aura. And at the back. Great. The big one. So this is a beautiful piece of selenite. And we're going to use this to focus into the auric field and again pull out because we want to just make sure that anything that's started to work its way through is released. Okay, so let me shift the focus for you a little here. We're going to go around and around. Focus deep and completely, like this little swirls, making this giant tide pool in your auric field, in your etheric field, your subtle body, and beyond, through your entire consciousness. And pulling out anything that does not belong to you, anything that does not support the alignment of your soul, your soul experience, your prosperity, your capacity for love, your balance of receptivity and dominance. I'm sorry, my nose is making a little noise. I have some sinus stuff going on. Going in different directions just to make sure we catch all the waves, the patterns. We're going to take this and comb through. Comb, comb, comb. Over the head and down the front of the face. Down the chest. Down the abdominal area. Down the front of the pelvic area. The thighs. The knees. The shins. Tops of the feet, over the head, over the brow, over the crown, down, down, down the back, past the hips, back of the legs, behind the knees, back of the shin or calf, under the feet. Down the shoulder and around the arm. I'm feeling very hot. I feel like there might be a lot moving for some of you. Kind of like my feeling, what was in my head was like when a fever breaks and you get that little flash of like everything kind of rising to the surface, if that makes sense. So I'll just honor that that's what I feel. And then just going focused in and pulling down, pulling. Rosemary. Now we're gonna fluff up the aura here. Really tease it, really make it fluffy, puffy, like very thick, protected, yes, but also clear, like for you, for your perception, clarity. Refinement if you will. I just love Rosemary for this. All around you. Again, the knees keep coming up. I'm just gonna comb a little more through there. Just gonna focus on the knees. I'm sorry, just don't want to overlook what's coming up. Innovation. I feel like through these projections, some of you may be experiencing like, I don't know which way to go. I don't know which way to bend. I don't know what's the wrong decision. It has to look like this. It has to look like that. It has to check this off. And there's truth in that, of course, right? Things do need to check things off. But sometimes it's not how people told us it was going to be. It's got to be your map, not the world's map necessarily. You know what I mean? And there's a feeling of something sticky here, like just that rigidity and venturing out, trying something different and carving your own path. I'm just focusing on moving this. I'm seeing dollar signs. It makes me feel maybe this is associated with resources, with money. Okay. I'm seeing a symbol that reminds me of mystery. So I just want to empower the knees. And I'm going to just complement with the elbows. And then knee to elbow. Knee to elbow, just form these connections. And as this disillusion energy has released from your aura, you should be able to start to see and feel more clearly. But I just want to address these areas. Okay, yeah, feels much better from my perspective. down through. Just make sure it feels really good. That all the little fibers, all the little sensors, whatever you picture, all the little lines of consciousness that are running through your auric field are supported, are untangled, So we're just combing through. Going down the spine again. Really symbolic area of the spine, of ascension, of a ladder. Just make sure the stairs are dusted. No little dust bunnies, nothing stuck, nothing gonna slip. Just really cleansing the energetic spinal column, spinal staircase. And finally, this feather. Into the aura, just add some weightless movement, really puffing it up from the inside, holding intentions again of empowerment, of your self-development, of your success, of your fulfillment, of your happiness, of your growth. And some of us might be experiencing shadow work, so I'm not trying to make it all rainbows and kittens or whatever. I don't know. But the strength within you to know that, to look at every fear, to look it in the eye, to validate every pain, to read into what needs to be read into, and to release what is a distraction. Right? I'm seeing these perforated lines. They kind of remind me of plasma. Sorry, I'm just trying to tune in. It's fading away, but little dots, little plasma kind of put in to restore is what it was looking like to me. So we're just going to channel through the wind here, this feather, those intentions of your own strength, of your own sovereignty, of your own power of thought, of your discernment, of your strength. Of your inner peace, of your wholeness, certainly. Of your love for yourself, of a carefree, lighthearted energy as well. But trust in yourself. Knowing what's right and wrong for you. And the awakening of all the treasures and keys and codes within you. Spine, the spinal staircase. What does your spinal staircase look like to you? Is it like a lighthouse? Is it a mansion? Is it a tree house? So just close I'm seeing a star ruby. Star rose quartz. Which are gorgeous if you've never seen one before. Alright, well, you feel very smooth. I hope that you enjoyed this little session. I hope that it supported you and that you found it relaxing. If you'd like to work with me, you can see my information below. Patreon has a lot of content over there that I've been creating for, a while now, a year, 2 years almost, I guess. So if you'd like more content from me that's more educational perhaps, or just a little deeper, you can find that there. And just thank you. Thank you for allowing me to share a little piece of your path today and allowing me to serve you, which is, of course, what I'm called to do. From the very, very, very bottom of my heart, I bow to the divine within you, within me, to this magic, this energy, this connection, this consciousness, this life experience that we are a part of, that we share in some strange way. So I hope you have a gorgeous day, and just, with love and gratitude, namaste.